So I'm Geer. I'm with MSD for about 20 years now, and I'm part of a global group. It's called the Global Deliver Strategy Team. And we are more or less process owner for some topics in the logistics space. So we're responsible for our strategy around thermal protection systems, hence our relationship with you. Our strategy around monitoring, our strategy around trade compliance and transportation. But we also now have a whole ownership of the process around our digital transformation in the logistics space. So we own the program called our Digital Logistics Program, which we're much invested in up till recent years. We're seeing some mega trends in our industry. We see climate change coming up. We see an ever-changing geopolitical landscape. We have some big disruptors out there that will change our space. Disruptions in basically any area. So it could be our sustainability goals, our climate change, the needs to respond to the ever-changing digital environment, people's mindset and approach towards healthcare in general. We've seen coming out of the pandemic that, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, how pharma is perceived throughout the globe has changed. And these are the things that it keeps me awake, is how do we continue to serve the people that need our products with basically every other month there's another disruptor thrown at us. And we never know what it's going to be.
Okay.
That's the bigger challenge. We need robust and resilient supply chains.
Definitely. So you're not the only one having those bad dreams, let's say.
No, absolutely not.
So what do you think going to be the next big challenges in the supply chain so that MSD can get their products to their customers?
Our products become more critical, especially for MSD. We're moving more and more into the oncology space. And then with our expanding vaccine program, it becomes critical that our supply chains are resilient without any disruptions. And then on top of that, we layer challenges in being more sustainable, drive cost out of our processes, so be leaner, cheaper. So it sort of becomes a challenge.
There's always a cost tag.
Yes, and that's where innovation comes in. And then we're looking into companies like Sunoco to build that innovation into their future programs to serve us in that way. And it can be as simple as we're doing a program today with Sunoco on using simulation for qualification. So how do we speed up the qualification process? How are we able to speed up the implementation time of new solutions? How do we use digital tools to move faster? But it's how do we use everything we need to get more sustainable and get good quality products that make sure that we have no disruptions in our supply chain for whatever happens.
What do you see as the trend when coming to moving in an air freight global bulk?
As I look at it today and where I think we're in it 5 or 10 years from now, I'm personally a strong believer that we're moving out of the world of using single-use EPS and single-use polyurethane. We need to start looking into programs that are either reusable, so rentable, reusable, that fit within a network, a global network of fleet management and control, optimizing payloads as far as we can. Look into product density. How can we get as much product on a container to optimize what we ship and how many we ship into those markets? But also, how do we look at the materials that we ship into those markets and what kind of materials are we actually using to leave there as recyclable or even maybe disposable. My take on it today would be more of a paper-based solution, disposable water, maybe partially reusable products or repurposing some of the products that we ship into those markets. But I've seen innovations in using, like wool as an insulation material or other products that are basically waste materials of a side industry that is not farmer related and we can use within our industry and become more sustainable. High focus on product density. If you look at air freight, have a critical look at our SKUs, because we've been sort of disconnected in how we develop our SKUs, and we have to really adapt electronic leaflets as an acceptable model for sharing information. so we can reduce the amount of space we need to ship our product and get more product on fly more efficiently.
Yeah. If you have to make a summary on the healthcare supply chain in 2-3 words, what would that be? Those keywords.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I mentioned good, fast, and cheap before,
Yeah.
so maybe I'll stick to that. It's like I really wonder, without the need to pick two, to be our supply chains be of good quality. You know, we can do fast deliveries to people that are in need of our critical products. We, however, growing portfolio of critical products, and still be as at a an acceptable cost base. So, and I think it's possible. I think we have the right ecosystem, the right partners to do all of that.
Yep.
And then we continue to always look at, do we really need all three? Do we need to be fast all the time?
But would you consider a far stronger collaboration with the partners in your supply chain than what you have today?
I mean, our supply chains are moving more to a business-to-business model, to direct-to-patient. So we need more collaboration there to be able to get direct-to-patient, to be there faster, quicker, better. So you need different kinds of solutions, different kinds of supply models. And I guess that's where we need to definitely work together, collaborate, and not try to do everything in-house, but leave some of the heavy lifting also to our partners. And I think we're getting there.
Thank you so much, Ruud.
Thank you.
Thank you.